is the Sunday, March 9th, 2025 Helium Miner Update, coming to you from our world headquarters here in Kailua. There's a view of the ocean. If you've been following along on the channel, you know that we do these surf cams, and that view will be familiar, but that's not why we are here. Well, it is. Let's go and take a look. Got some surfers out there too. Let's zoom in before we get rolling. Surf's picked up a little bit. Got some folks over in the saltwater pool out swimming in the ocean this morning, and it was pretty daggone nice. Good visibility. I suspect maybe a little bit less so now because of the waves coming in. So anyway, let's get to the update. Like I said, March 9th, crypto helium miner update. If you've been following on the channel, you'll know that we have 4 MNTD helium miners. Got one here in Kailua Kona, our current world headquarters. Got 2 in Portland, Oregon, and we got 1 in Alpine, Wyoming, small town of about 1,200 people. So let's get to that update. IoT, that is what was the token we were earning on our miners. And by the way, let me just preface this again, not financial advice at all. We just do this as a hobby. This is just for fun. So, and then also Helium, it's a decentralized Wi-Fi network. You can look that up on ChatGPT if you need more info. But anyway, IoT, the token that we were earning on the miners before HIP, the Helium Improvement Protocol, I think it was it 138, changed that back to Helium. That's trading at $0.000365 per token, down about 32%. Altcoins down big time. We'll get to that in a second. HMT, which is what we are actually earning on our miners right now, trading at $2 and 92 cents per Helium token, also down about 32%. So those two are operating in concert, which they usually do. Bitcoin, at the time of the recording of this video, trading at $80,600, down about 15% or so for the week. Get to that in a second. And then finally Solana, we track that too, $126.86, down about 29%. Bitcoin has been up about as high as $106,000, $107,000. Did pop up the other day when Trump gave notice as far as doing the strategic crypto reserve. The U.S. holds, I think, about 207,000 bitcoins. I'm assuming these are mostly asset seizing, criminal activity, stuff like that, where they've seized them. And anyhow, they've put together a crypto strategic reserve for the United States to hold this. I think a lot of folks had been anticipating that the U.S. was going to buy Bitcoin as well as Solana. I think Cardano was in there, as well as Ethereum. They were going to buy that on the open market, and that caused some folks to speculate and caused it to go up. And then when the announcement was made that this was going to be at no cost to the taxpayer, then Bitcoin fell down. It was at $86,000, $87,000 yesterday, so $80,000. I did check again before going online here, and still about that $80,500, $80,600 level. So it seems to have kind of stabilized there. Plus, just NASDAQ futures are down right now. I think some of the tariff news and whatnot. But that is where we're at. So let's keep going with the miners. We've got those 4 MNTD helium miners, like I said. The one in Kona, that one is sitting in Hexagon with a couple of other miners. That one on a 7-day basis earned 0.519 helium tokens. That's up about 12% for the week. So that's good news there. Our Portland 1 location, that one's sitting in a Hexagon with 5 other miners over Northwest Portland. That one earned 0.135 helium tokens, down about 2%. And then finally our Portland 2 location, that one's sitting in a Hexagon by itself. That one earned 0.513 Helium tokens. That's a little bit one of the things to note there is over the last few months, that Portland 2 location by itself has been doing better on the earnings front than the Kona miner. The Kona miner, there aren't that many helium miners here on the Big Island, especially here in Kona, and so I think that's why there's a little bit of an incentive there that miners earning a little bit more. But it was earning less for a little while compared to that Portland location, because as you know, if the helium miner, if it's by itself in a hexagon, then it typically does a little better because it's not having to basically you're not sharing revenue with other miners that are in the hexagon. And then finally, getting to our Alpine miner. Like I said, Alpine, small town, 1,200 people. Not a lot going on there. Last 3 or 4 months, if you've been following along on the channel, you'll know that nothing, basically no earnings there at all. Did ping it, it's working. The Wi-Fi there in Wyoming is working. Everything is good. We actually have Starlink there, which we've been super happy with. So go Elon. May end up switching to Starlink actually in Portland as well, and doing that in lieu of Xfinity. Certainly leave some comments down below if you got any of you Starlink folks. Do have a couple of videos if you want to see on the channel where we've talked about our Starlink antenna on the roof there in Wyoming. A couple of trials, tribulations. Initial mounting had a couple of issues there, but we sorted that out a year and a half or so ago, and has just performed like a rock star. Latency has been really pretty low, and it's been operating almost, at least to me, better than the broadband that we have coming into the house there in Portland, and actually better here than the broadband here in Hawaii too. We are in an HOA that has a contract here with the cable company, so we're kind of stuck there currently. But certainly, if we can, if we have our brothers here, and we could hopefully make a couple of choices once that contract comes to an end, we'll be getting Starlink here too. Anyhow, so those are the 7-day earnings. That ends up being 1.167 helium tokens for the weekly basis. And then on a 30-day basis, Kona earned 1.978 helium tokens, and our Portland 1 location earned 0.589, so a little more than half a helium token. And then that Portland token or location in the hexagon by itself earned 2.113 helium tokens. So you can see that went up until recently had been outperforming Hawaii. So we'll see. That'll probably end up swinging around next week. 30-day earnings. Let's see, 4.680 helium tokens. So we've been about 6 weeks since we've switched from the IoT to the helium, so we can get true ROI there. Our 7-day earnings whopping $4.26, and again, talking about this is not financial advice, just doing this for fun. So yeah, $4.26 for the week. Buy a loaf of bread here. 30-day earnings, $17.08. And again, we are taking that over all 4 miners since they're all running, but only 3 of them are actually earning anything right now. And then taking that out to doing an ROI calc, we take that $17.08 and then divide that by 30 to get an average daily rate, and then take it over 365 days for the year, and we do that, end up with an ROI currently of 13%, which I think last week we were in that 11-12% range. So 13%, I will take that as a hobby. We're having a lot of fun with this, and we do these weekly updates. We had been doing them as regular videos, but been doing the live streams here since we've been back over in Kona. Just a lot of fun doing the lives, doing the vertical. YouTube has been pushing that a little bit, so yeah, just good times. So anyhow, that is the update for this week. Certainly feel free to leave comments down below if you have questions. Once we post the video, let's go back, look at the surf here real quick before we end up rolling. There you go. There's your surf cam view. Zoom down. That's actually looking down towards town. Got folks sitting there at the saltwater pool. Got some surfers in the water. A little bit of overcast. Not too bad. May end up getting a little bit of afternoon rain. We'll see. So that is the update. Hopefully everyone's having a great weekend, great Sunday, and we will see you for the update next week. Peace.